Hi everyone, I hope you've enjoyed the series so far. Today we're going to investigate equity, what it is, how you can use it, and how it can get you in financial trouble. Equity. It makes more Australians wealthy than shares, superannuation, or saving like mad for 20 years. Equity is also the reason lots of Australians have lost money when investing and why some never get out of debt. If it's such a big deal, how come most people have no idea what it is, how to work out if they have any, and if they do, how they can use it to create wealth? I don't mean mortgage brokers or professionals here. It's their job to understand equity. I'm speaking about average Australians. Well, they sure didn't teach it at school. And unless you've been taught it by someone, why would you know about it? You need to own a property to have equity, but if you have a cash deposit, keep watching because it'll be equity that helps you buy your next investment property. So what is equity? Well, it's a difference between the value of your property and how much you owe the bank against it. So most people when they buy their first home have a cash deposit and borrow the rest from the bank. When you go to the bank for a loan, they value the property that you want to buy and they'll lend you 80% of the value. You need cash for the rest, including purchase costs like stamp duty. Now the bank may give you more than 80%, but we'll stick at 80% for today just to keep it simple. So it works like this. You want to buy a property worth $400,000, the bank will lend you 80% or $320,000. You pay cash for the balance. Over time, the value of the property increases to $500,000. And let's assume at the same time you've paid $40,000 off your mortgage. The bank will still lend you 80% of the value of the property, as long as you qualify for the loan. Now things look like this. Property value $500,000, 80% is $400,000. Your mortgage is now $280,000. That leaves you $120,000 of equity that you can access. The bank will lend you $120,000 and that money will be sitting in a bank account for you to use. And you can use it for any reason. Buy a car, buy a boat, take an overseas holiday, buy a racehorse if you want. And that's why a lot of people never get out of debt, because they constantly use their equity to buy stuff. But you can also use it as a deposit on an investment property. And that's what many Australians have done. So let's see if you can buy an investment property based on the equity that you have. And to make it easy, use the equity calculator on our website. Just enter the value of your home. So I'm going to put in $500,000. Now enter the amount of your mortgage. I'll put in $280,000. Unless you've got spare money somewhere, you should put aside some of the equity or the money the bank lends you in case of emergencies. So let's put $20,000 in there. You can see in my example, I have $100,000 of equity that I can actually use. Now keep in mind, that's not how much you can spend on a property. That's the amount of your deposit. The bank will lend you the rest. Well, hopefully anyway. Now you know how much deposit you have, but what value property can you buy with it? Well, that part is pretty easy. Just multiply your deposit by 4. That tells you the price of the property you can buy, including purchase costs. So with my $100,000, I could buy a $400,000 property. If you have a cash deposit, multiply that by 4 to get your purchase price. And more on that on our next episode on leverage. So far in our series, you'll learn how to calculate your ideal retirement income, allowing for inflation. You also know the size of the nest egg that you need to build to be able to earn that income. And now you know what value investment property you can buy right now. Congratulations. You know more about these topics than 90% of people. And if you don't believe me, ask anybody that you know those 3 questions and see if they can give you the answer. Now that you know what value property you can buy, in the next episode, you'll learn more information about the key things that you need to do to start searching for a property in your price range. As always, feel free to click the button on the right and book a free consultation with our team. You've got nothing to lose and plenty to gain. Okay, that's it for today. So get thinking about how much you have to spend on an investment property. Tomorrow, we're going to look at leverage, how it can fast track your strategy and why you need to be very careful with it. We'll see you then.